What's up, YouTube? Again, poor vision, or squinting in general. Squinting comes from looking at life and looking too far and seeing the lack and only seeing the bitterness in life. That's why we supplement that internally with bitters like yellow dock, contribo, what have you. The bitters within will just balance out because you seek in sweetness. All you want is sweetness. Your life is so bitter and so sour that all you want is sweetness. So it dehydrates your eyes, your whole system, all your organs, everything. Because you're looking at life, you're looking ahead, you're looking for compensation. You don't see the return in each breath. You haven't found the return in each breath. So you're squinting because you're looking too far. And that's what sugar does. So sugar is about quantifying life, caloric intake, measuring calories. And that's, in that sense, vibration. So you have a calculated life, a measured day. However many calories in a day, you spend this much and that much doing that. Instead of looking at life from breath to breath, you're looking at it in a quantified, measured existence, which isn't life at all. That's a death style. Sugar, again, it converts into alcohol. Alcohol is sugar, starch, alcohol, same thing. They're all just part of you seeing or looking for the bitterness in life because you're looking too far ahead. So you squint. You have to squint. So when you see life, you don't look too far. Your posture is proper. Your lower back is strong. Your lower abs are strong. All your core area is strong. So you're not core upted. So that's living from the core up instead of a flow from the whole system, from the core out or from the core in, however you want to look at it. All your extremities are getting good blood flow. So the pressure, there isn't a pool or pressuring anywhere. There isn't an imbalance of blood anywhere. So your focus can be on self, on life itself, love itself. Same difference. So when we look ahead, we're squinting at life. We're looking at life instead of seeing life. Our face isn't relaxed because of what's within the body. Again, the forehead is everything with colon and intestines and all that, bladder. So it lets you know when you see someone's face what state of being they're in and what they're attracting, what they're giving out. It lets you know what you're in if you're seeing that. So as you change your internal environment, change your landscape, and stop quantifying life and measuring life, and you can see beyond the beyond and use all faculties of your being, meaning that you have your lower self to manifest into the earthly universe and express self in that form. You have the astral self, or the soul self, the heart, solar plexus self that you're using to express in that form, in that way. And of course you have the void self that is void of emotion. That is where all creation stems from, because again, germination comes from the darkness and a void ultimately. So what we have here is a situation where we are looking at life instead of seeing it, and we are projecting our sense of lack. So that's all we get back. If we don't need it, we shouldn't feed into it, but we do. So we feed into what we don't need, and that perpetuates the lack, the sense of compensation, because it all stems from dehydration. The first disease is dehydration, and that comes from generally sugar and salt, crystals, spikes and crystals in the blood. So the more we spike the blood with crystals, the more we experience dehydration, the more we experience this sense of lack, because that is the first disease or dis-ease, and that perpetuates the whole chain of thoughts, because one thought is linked to another that brings you to a destination. Thoughts are signs that bring you to another thought, another sign on the road that brings you to a destination or a destiny. So each thought has a chain of thoughts aligned with it. Each food comes from a chain of thoughts. You got to realize where you're at in the chain, where you're at in this link, what you are. So instead of looking at life, you have to see life. But the more you look at life, the more you will see the lack and all you need to compensate to get these things that you want and not the things that you need, because you're looking from a deficit position anyway, from a dehydrated state. So again, the texts are online. America is a myth. Social paralysis is sleep paralysis. So sleep paralysis, check that out. They're all by our Bud Vegan on Amazon. The Eye Manual, Creditability, Every Breath is an Investment. There's 23 texts on there. Yoga in a Nutshell, The Meantime, Vegetarians and Vegans from A to Extremes. There are 23 texts for health and different things by our Bud on Amazon for whatever you're looking for, whatever you feel as though that you need to reach out for. There is some type of concept text that I have put out in ebook form that you can get through PayPal for the dense version, ROYALT 512 at yahoo.com. So you can get that, email it to your friends, print it out, what have you, so you can have a dense form, because when you read something, you say it inside yourself, and that changes your internal dialogue. So as we change our internal dialogue, we change our chemistry. As we change our chemistry, our internal landscape changes, our communions or chemical unions change, and our life changes. And we experience that. So enjoy the growth with the new moon. Our Bud Vegan on Amazon, Jesus Christ 19 on Instagram, Taylor Bud is the Parasite on Facebook, Human Food Co. on Facebook, Jesus Christ is on Facebook. Again, it's all here, it's all there. And you don't need these things, but sometimes you want these things, right? So a guide is not needed, but sometimes a guide is wanted. Enjoy the growth.